Hey, let's get into the Morning X Top 5 of the week.
Yeah, Top 5 audio, baby. Woo! Yeah.
These are the best, the worst, the silliest, the dumbest clips of the week. All that stuff filters through our show. Are you ready, Leslie?
Please hit me.
I know you love this. We're going to start with a sad one. This was a YouTuber who announced his own death on the very same format that made him popular with over 1 million subscribers. YouTube.
Very sad.
Very sad. His name is Paul Harrell. He had a fight with cancer, and he recorded a video and gave it to his manager and said, "Only unwrap this if I die." And so he announced his own death.
Hi, everyone. Let me get right to the point. As I'm recording this today, it is 20 December 2023. And I'm recording this and giving Brad instructions to publish it upon my death. So if you're watching me, I'm dead. Now, a few months ago, I sat right here on this log and told you I'd been diagnosed with pancreatic cancer, and I told you we'd caught it early and that we were still going to be here for some time. Well, we did catch it early, but not as early as I had thought, and it has spread faster than I thought it would. You may have seen me recently using this crutch, and I told you I broke my hip. Well, I did break my hip, but it wasn't because I was in any kind of accident. It was because the cancer spread to my bones, and the bones just crumbled, my hip fractured, and I fell down. Well, I really appreciate you watching, commenting, and participating. And I have probably very few regrets in what we've done here. I think we've been, for the most part, successful. I hope you agree. So, as always, don't try this at home. And thanks for watching.
That just gives me the freaky chills. I could never do it. Could you do that?
Well, I mean, you could hear the emotion, but I think this is the new wave. Being able to say goodbye to your friends, loved ones, coworkers.
I had a friend who asked me, this is almost as hard. I just remembered this. About 10 years ago, a friend who asked me to film them as they were fighting cancer, and he wanted to capture, his thoughts. And it was the most awkward. I sat and hit record and watched him and could not, function.
That's what I'm saying.
It was very hard.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to pull through that either.
No. All right. Shifting gears. Number 4, our good friend Jenny McCarthy now, when she takes a gummy, she tackles the world's problems. And more importantly, hits record.
It's like a series.
It is like a series. This time she's taking on singers, female singers, who wear studded, rhinestoned leotards.
It's time for another episode of My Gummies Just Kicked In. On my mind, actually what's been on my mind for the past decade, because I've talked about it before. And maybe you could help me figure it out. Why the do female musicians wear bedazzled gymnastic leotards when they perform? Why? Do you ever think about that? One after another. Decade after decade. I don't know how many decades it's been, but it's been many. I'm like, how could they be like, oh yeah, that's great. I want to wear that bedazzled gymnastics leotard. And you might be like, well, some of them, they dance. That's why they gotta, no, not the ones I'm thinking about. Some of them don't dance, but they still wear those damn leotards. Why?
She's great. She really has something there.
I like her. I think, is this the second one she's done?
Yes. We're getting close to having a nice little series of them. That's a lot of gummies
next?
She needs to take, right, to keep it going. Okay, number 3, changed my life. And I hope that it changes your life, too, in the way you attack your backside. And this is Alicia Silverstone.
Oh, yes.
Newly anointed number 3 on my top 5. Just love her.
What?
I told you the other day.
This is big news. You said she was creeping into the top 5.
No, I
You've
said...
just made it official.
I did. The other day I said with a bullet. I took off.
With a bullet?
Yeah, I forgot who I took off. It wasn't that important, I guess, but she was number 3. So, she has this PSA that's going around, and she's on the toilet. and she's talking about the dangers of a product that you use every day and an alternative that could be way better for you. So this is Alicia Silverstone on the toilet.
Your toilet paper is you in the It's contributing to your risk of cancer. Recent studies found big toilet paper brands contain PFAS, forever chemicals. They never break down and they never leave your body. That's because they use bleach and formaldehyde to process the tree pulp. This is very bad for your health, causing problems like hemorrhoids, UTIs, chronic inflammation, vulvovaginitis. Here's the good news. There's something better. I've been using plant paper for 4 years. It's 100% toxin-free, lab-tested PFAS-free. Honestly, it's even softer than whatever bullshit you're using now. Okay, so it might cost like $15 more per year. That's the cheapest investment in your health that I could imagine. Plant paper, better for the earth and better for your ass.
I never knew. Did you know?
No, and I'm wondering, is it in your Instacart yet?
Oh, man, I thought you were about to say something else. No, I don't Instacart. I actually physically go to the store.
Yeah. Have you bought any yet?
I need to look for it. I don't know where to find it.
Yeah, I'm sure Whole Foods has it.
I'm going to finish what we've got, Leslie, and then I'll work on that. Top 5 audio of the week. Number 2 is a woman who filmed herself being fired.
Yes.
And it sounds like she has a whole lot of not valid reasons that led to this.
Remember, I felt bad for her at first, and then as it unraveled, I was like, no.
60 seconds later, you're like,
I don't feel bad for her at all.
So this is her boss Zooming her, and she recorded the whole thing.
We had a discussion a couple weeks ago about your absenteeism and tardiness. What time do you have to be clocked in at work?
6 o'clock.
6 a.m. Unfortunately, on 7/18, you clocked in at 6:12.
Wow.
We had a discussion about that.
12 minutes.
Your employment is really going to be terminated as of today because also on 7/28, you clocked in at 6:21.
21 minutes.
Yes, that's 21 minutes of company time.
But I still work. I still like, why didn't y'all tell me that today when I was just at work?
You were also on 8/8, you clocked in at 6:32.
That was, I let my cousin use my car the night before and he didn't bring it. He overslept or something. He didn't bring it back till the morning. I still made
That
it
was
though.
literally like 9 days after we talked. And then on 8/12, you just did a no-call, no-show.
That was my birthday. August 12th, that's my birthday. Like, I already
You didn't
told you.
request that day off work, though.
But y'all know,
You
that's
have to
my
come to
birthday.
work on
I'm
your
not.
birthday.
No, that's fine. All right.
Even I worked on my birthday.
Y'all too grown for me.
Well, unfortunately, I just need you to turn your keys in. And your
I'll be there
bags.
tomorrow because that's crazy. That's crazy.
Isn't it weird how you progressively don't feel bad for her?
Immediately.
The
Like at first I was like,
excuses.
oh, this is terrible. And then, wah, wah.
You should hear Will's excuses every time he needs. And Crash. Crash, over at 11 Alive, they finally told him to stand down from asking for days off.
Well, because he wants to be on the golf course?
He wants to be
or
somewhere.
the beach? Or Disneyland?
And number 1 is Benedict Cumberbatch, who was on the Graham Norton show in the UK, and they trolled him big time for a word he couldn't say. And they didn't just bring it up, they twisted the knife.
Ask Benedict to say the word penguin. What is this about?
Well, apparently I got it wrong repeatedly in the documentary. It wasn't a documentary about said animal. It was a documentary about, I think, about the South Pacific in general. And now I'm completely terrified of the word. I don't go near it.
Well, no, because I know, here's the thing. I thought, I'm sure they're making it up, but we actually looked
You've got
at
it?
this documentary.
Oh, good.
So the documentary is called... The documentary is called Strange Islands. The first one you sort of get away with, and then after that you lose all sense of what let's have a look. Listen carefully.
And the last thing you might expect to see here is penguins. These are Fiordland crested penguins, named after this corner of South New Zealand. So why are these woodlands so attractive to penguins? A freshwater stream through the forest makes a handy highway for a parent penguin heading home from a fishing trip.
Penguin. The sense of achievement.
That really is funny.
Kind of roasted him. We all have those words.